Well, good morning, everybody. November 8th, opening day of modern gun season in Kentucky. Will's been up since about 4:30 at least. It's about, 5:52 right now?
5:23.
5:23, 45 degrees. Done some last minute checks here. And getting ready to head to the stand.
It was a big full moon last night.
It sure wasn't whenever I was
No,
up.
but it was sure shining through that window this morning as I was going through by the trees here. I got up this morning, you looked over here, I said, what the hell? That's a big old full moon there.
I guess the moonrise wasn't out yet.
No, I think is what had happened. It's overcast.
Yeah. Oh. Is the government still shut down?
As far as I know.
Yeah.
I know all the Democrats vote, every one of them, no, three more voted on the new bill by that one guy to pay everybody that's working and not getting paid.
Yeah, as soon as they do that, they'll start wanting to pull more people back into work.
Yeah.
Because they said something about trying to pull in at least 60% of the civilian workforce. But they haven't done that. We started out with 6 and now we got 8. 8 people working. Well, I got my butt packed. My GoPro's all charged up. Got spare batteries charged.
Like you're ready.
Ready to get this hunt on. Is that your headlamp there?
Yep. Do you have your headlamp on when we're putting up here
Yeah, mine's out here somewhere.
out in the blind?
Yeah, I'm good to go. I sure wish cigar smoke didn't bother deer.
You know, when I hunted for years and years and years. And I smoked like a fucking steam engine up and I never worried about it.
I know a lot of people.
Fucking killed more fucking deer with a cigarette in my mouth.
Yeah.
And for some reason, I quit smoking while I was hunting.
Yeah.
And then I quit smoking completely. But
yeah.
No, I couldn't go hunting without smoking.
Yeah.
I'd smoke all the way to my deer stand. I'd get up at my deer stand. I'd light a cigarette. The only thing I didn't do was throw cigarette butts on the ground. I'd put them out on my stand and stick them in my pocket. So now I had a pocket full of 10 or 20 fucking cigarette butts that stunk up the whole valley.
Yeah.
You know, you could smell them for 2 miles away.
Yeah.
But I never had a trouble seeing deer.
Yeah.
But when I quit smoking, I saw closer deer.
Yeah.
The deer were closer.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
my uncle smoked to the day he died deer hunting, and he never got skunked. I never saw that fucker. Same with moose hunting. It's smoke all the time.
Yeah.
And he said,
I think deer are curious animals.
That's what my uncle says.
They're
Deer are the most
animals.
curious animal. Now, the thing is, if you ain't got your wits about you and you're watching for them, they'll sneak up from behind or something because they smell it,
Yeah.
and they want to see what it is.
Yeah.
And if you're up in the stand, you're usually pretty okay because you're not getting a big puff of smoke out there. But if you're on the ground smoking, they'll pick it up.
Yeah. Yeah. I try to carry a pee bottle with me, but I've peed out of stands and
Oh yeah, yeah.
I've crapped by trees, and they're curious animals. I mean,
I've never had a problem. What time do we need to go out there? It ain't even starting to get light yet. We got about 15 minutes, don't we?
6:22 is daylight. We can shoot 30 minutes prior to that.
Yeah, about 10 minutes. 10 minutes. I'm going to get that before we I don't need to get it out of there now. I need to spruce up my coffee. Quick here.
I don't even know if I showed y'all yet, but this is our setup here. I got a spare propane tank, and we use that to fill up my 1 pound bottles. Got my coveralls and Kelsey's stuff set out, firewood. Got water, big ice chest in the event that I need it, which I hope I do. A couple extra sitting chairs. Fire pit, y'all seen all this last night. Got a box of kindling for starting our fires. Park the four-wheeler over here, keep it out of the rain, but it's not expected to rain this season at all. Got the wagon in the event we need to haul some deer. Camper setting up over here. And then across the way here, we can call it our skinning room or cooking room, whatever. Got our cooking station set up. Will didn't bring his Blackstone because his RV is in the shop. Getting an extra air conditioner put in. Got a couple coolers, a grill. Got coolers with ice, tote with food. And we got a mini fridge down here. The fridge in the travel trailer went kaput on me last time we was down here. I haven't had a chance to pull it out and figure it out. He's got his four-wheeler parked inside here. And of course that's our hoist for skinning deer. Yep.
Right out here.
Yeah. Well, it's probably the moon.
It ain't the moon.
Well, I could sit up there in the dark just as easy as I can sit down here in the dark.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the moon
Yeah.
though.
So that's our setup. This will be my home for a week. I'm ready to get this hunt on. We're both up and ready to hit the top of the hill. You gonna head on out?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I think I will too. Just give me extra time to watch some YouTubes up there. Speaking of which, I think I did bring a set of headphones down with me this time.
I had headphones in there and I can't find them.
Yeah.
I looked for them here.
I want to wish everybody good luck this morning, all the Kentucky hunters that might be watching. I know Joe and Zach Survival, they're up at their deer camp. They got opening morning, I believe, today in Minnesota. So for all the Minnesota hunters up there, Weitzman's Isle. I'm not sure about Whitetail Warriors or White Rook 85 and his crew, but if y'all are out there and listening, Weitzman's Isle, good luck on your hunts. Be looking forward to your videos.
Knew I had them in there because I had them when I was watching my movies last year. Man, I'm probably bugging the shit out of Rick. I need to put some earphones in.
It don't bother me once I go to sleep. I go to sleep. The cattle are up this morning already, moving their heads off.
Yeah.
I'll see you at the top of the hill, Weitzman's Isle. it's it does look like it's getting a little late. It's 5:46 and I just heard a gunshot. Well, it sure didn't come from anybody hunting in woods because it's pitch dark out in these woods. Let's walk back here to the stand. I'll try to get everything set up here. Make sure both my phones are on vibrate. First thing I'm going to do is get my gun loaded. This is my ammo of choice. Hunting with Winchester Super X 30-06. I think you can see that 150 grain. I wish I'd have put a date on this box, because I've used it for several years. If you ever have the opportunity to take a kid hunting, you need to do that, especially if it's a 16-year-old girl. And why do I say a 16-year-old girl? Well, my oldest daughter, Sonda, when she was 16 years old, she wanted to go deer hunting with her daddy. And I basically just lied to her, and I told her that she was too young to go hunting. And when in fact, in my mind, in the 80s and even early 90s, the deer camp wasn't a place for a girl to be. And because she was a girl, I didn't want to take her down there with me. And after we got back from hunting, she had found out that one of the other members, one of the founding members of the Deer Camp Beech Grove back then, Jim, had taken his son Chris with him, and Chris was 16 years old. So, needless to say, I had a very disappointed girl on my hands. And over the years, it's kind of haunted me, especially in these later years, it's kind of haunted me because, as you can see, Kelsey, my daughter, my youngest daughter now, she's been hunting with me since she was 12 years old. Was it a do-over? Was it a make it up, a difference? Yes, it was. But also, deer camp changed for me a lot over the years. And in the 80s, it was three old Army guys. There was a lot of drinking, a lot of cussing. The reading material, we didn't have phones to where you can scroll on your phone and look at Facebook and watch YouTube videos and stuff like that. The reading material we had was Playboys and Penthouses and Hustler magazines. And, you know, if you ever remember me talking about how kids would break into the deer camp every year, well, that's why they were breaking in there. They were breaking in there and they'd steal all the hunting magazines, if you want to call them that. And then we'd have to kind of restock over the years to stock them back up. But it was certainly no place for a 16-year-old girl to be. There may have been some trips up to Evansville or down to Madisonville to one of the strip joints or so, and we certainly wasn't going to take her with us and leave her in the truck or leave her at the cabin by herself or anything like that. So
yeah, and like I said, deer camp has changed a whole lot since then. I mean, um, one obviously is just maturity on our part. Um, do we still drink down here? Yeah, but we don't get comatose drunk. Um, we don't we don't have um, magazines laying around the camp and all that. And if we're doing anything, we're just watching YouTubes on videos or scrolling on our phones on Facebook or something like that, trying to keep everybody up to date with what's going on in the camp. So um, my means of making amends is Sonda passed away over the summer, and her family, her husband, estranged husband, but they were still married, and I don't know if the kids had any say so. I know I didn't have any say so in what happened, but she was cremated the very next day, and um, I I'm not much for funerals and cremation and death and all that anyway. And I certainly don't understand the process behind cremation and anything like that. But it was a couple weeks later. Um, one of her oldest daughters, a great grandchild of mine, she called up and she said, "Granddaddy said, do you want some of Sonda's ashes?" And I was like, all I know about some ashes is that I see people, they have urns and they have ashes in it. And I told her, I said, well, look, I said, that's kind of, that's y'all's mom, that's something that y'all need to hang on to and stuff like that. And she's like, oh no, Granddad, we got 17 bags of them. Oh man, I call me stupid all you want, but I was like, shit was going through my head, like 17 bags of ashes. I said, I got to thinking in my head, how, I know she was a big girl. I mean, she wasn't obese, but she definitely had some pounds on her. But I like, God dang, 17 bags of ashes. Are we talking Walmart size bags? Are we talking a kitchen bag, a 13-gallon bag? What 17 bags of ashes? And I was flipping out over it, and so I said you need to talk to Janelle about that. The wife, my wife. I said you need to talk to Janelle, and she'll let you know what we decide and all that. So that was kind of the end of it. Well, we had a celebration of life at our house down at the barn, and had all the kids there, most all the kids and stuff like that, and um, they they brought some ashes for us, and and I was somewhat relieved because the ashes come in a little bag like this. And so then I was like, okay, I got it. I got it. I'm okay with that. So these are my daughter's ashes. And what I did, we got 2 bags. What I did was, and I'm gonna try to piecemeal this in with what I did on opening morning, is I took those ashes and I put them inside a Jack Daniels bottle. In fact, I got a Jack bottle here. I put them in a Jack bottle, and the reason I chose Gentleman Jack was because, number one, it was the one I put it in was one of the 50 bottles that my coworkers gave me during my 50 years of government service celebration this past summer. And the guy that led the efforts to collect all the bottles, I'm not so sure he didn't do it all himself, to tell you the truth, but he didn't like plastic bottles, so he made sure that he got glass bottles. And these gentleman jacks are one of the glass bottles, and I have quite a few collection myself. But I figured, well, what better way than to put it inside a jack bottle? One, it's, they'll fit in there neat, and two, they'll be able to preserve that way for a long time. So I'm going to have one of them, the bag I just showed you. I'm going to have it down at the barn, so that she's down at the barn at inside the barn with me all the time. And then the other bottle, the one from opening morning, I placed her ashes inside the pallet blind here, sitting on a shelf. And I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but the bottle I did it with was 1974, and that's my first full year of being in the Army. And if my math is right, Sonda was either a year or maybe 2 years or a little over a year old in 1974. So I'm going to keep her inside the cabin here. We shouldn't have any critters get inside it, no mice or squirrels or anything like that. And she's going to be with me during my hunts for as long as I'm hunting. So Sonda, here's to you. I love you, honey. I wish more than anything that I'd taken you deer hunting with me, but you're here with me now, and I just want you to know that your daddy loves you. We got deer running from across the other property. I mean, they're coming running down fast. I think it's about the fifth one I've seen come off that hill. They're just running like crazy. They're all down to the east of me now, down the bottom of the hill. Something spooked them up there. They were running and running hard. I'll have to keep an eye out in case they decide to come up the hill here. It's light enough inside the blind here now to show you my setup. I've got my camera equipment on the end there, a couple bottles of water, one with some drink mix in it, my bullets, spare GoPro batteries, some drink mix, Pop-Tarts. I done ate one of them, peanut butter crackers. I had an oatmeal cream pie from the last hunt. I done ate it. Watching YouTube videos. That's pretty much it. Mr. Heater, haven't turned it on yet. Butt pack over here got a canteen of water in it. Oh, I got a doe coming up here. I don't know where the first one went. That other one's behind the tree too. They're both in there. Things are right on top of me. There's a doe that walked right up behind me. Just scared the crap out of me. She's a little bit bigger. No, it's not a. It's a spike. It's a spike. must be the same deer earlier. No, because the earlier one, that was a spike, and this one, I'm pretty sure is a doe. It's a pretty good sized doe, though. Oh, both these little ones are here. There's one right there. Got me a little friend up here. He's just happy sitting up there. This is a doe in the trail that I come up in. It's either a doe or that daggone spike again. I can't tell. I think it's the spike. This is one of the does that came off the hill from the other property, went down to the bottom, and now it's coming up. That's what I was hoping all of them would do, is they go down there and then they come up, but this is the first deer out of all I've seen this morning that's come from the right. Everything else has come from either behind me, the west, and that's it. She's just standing there staring at me. She decides she's going back down the hill. No, that ain't a dang doe. That's that daggone spike again. God dang it. That little feller. This is his third or fourth time up in this area. He's just got tiny little spikes. They're no bigger, no bigger than his ear. So it's hard to see him sometimes. But they're shining in that sunlight now. He knows where I'm at. I got breakfast cooked up here, some bacon and eggs, some hash brown, with some toast. I'm ready to eat. Well, it's about 2:50 in the afternoon, back up in the blind. When I came up, there was a deer that was running down at the very bottom of the hill. After I parked my four-wheeler and started walking in on the right, or on the right side, which is the east side of the property, there was a deer running at the very, very bottom of it. All I could see, I barely saw him, and then I seen his white tail. Then when I got into the pallet blind, I was putting the SD card back in the camera, and there was one across the way behind the brush pile. I spoke to him, he snorted and ran off, and by the time I got the SD card in and came back to the blind and got all set up, she's still blowing out there a little bit, but whatever that was, it'll be back. I don't know if my numbers are right, but looking at the text messages, and I haven't gone back and looked at any of the video clips, but looking at text messages to Will, I had almost 26 deer sightings this morning, and that's counting seeing that spike about 4 or 5 times, of which I'm sure some of these does are the same does over and over, but I definitely know that 2 of the very small does were the only ones I saw. Saw a couple big does, the spike, and then I saw another buck, but I couldn't tell what it was. It was pretty far off. Now, out of those 26 sightings, I probably could have taken a shot at maybe, I don't know, 6 or 7 of them, but they were either yearlings that I didn't want to shoot at, didn't want to shoot the spike, although it was a big-bodied spike. He had some meat on him. That's why I kept thinking it was a big doe coming in all the time. And then there were a couple does I could have shot, but it's 65 degrees out, and it's supposed to drop significantly tomorrow and Monday. So if I want to harvest any does, I want to do it when the weather drops a little bit, and I'm not out there rushing to get it put up, put on ice, and have it set forever before I can get back to the house and process it. So, but we're out here, we're back in the blind. We're going to see what kind of action we see this evening. Now, Will, on the other hand, he only saw 2 deer. I think he saw 1 doe and 1 buck. The buck, he said, could have been an 8 or a 10 little basket rack on it, and said it was limping, favoring one of his front legs and just limping as it was coming in on him. And he said, but it was a very small deer too. Very small deer, so he wasn't sure if somebody had shot at it before or whatever. And then said he saw a doe, but didn't get a shot at it. His trail cam showed us several different bucks, one of them being a real nice 8 or 10, and some of them with, smaller 3-point racks and 6 points and stuff like that. But with several bucks, and that's the way it is down there. But they're always at night. He hardly ever sees any bucks during the daytime down there. So we'll wish him luck. Maybe it'll be a little different this time. Okay, well I'm gonna quit chattering here and see what we can see. That's all we do, is we look and we look and we look. It's been pretty quiet. It's 4 o'clock. Not a single sighting. Squirrels are having a ball. But other than that, no deer. I got it.
That was pretty interesting. But I figured there might be something wrong with him. But if he's still hanging around,
But you say he doesn't have any size to him either, though, right?
he's not very big. But you look at these pictures I sent you, you'll say, the ones I sent you this afternoon, you'll say, well, he ain't a bad size there, but he's not big. The big doe that I saw was as big as he was.
Yeah.
But he's very dark. He's a very dark deer.
I've only seen 2 does that had what I think any size to them.
Yeah, I only saw one, and it wasn't no monster.
And the biggest deer I've seen is that spike.
Yeah.
I mean, he'd probably go 130, 140.
Huh.
He's a good, healthy little spike.
Well, he'll probably be a nice big deer too.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Thomas was out there. What's his name? Warren?
Morgan.
Morgan. That's who was out there hunting. I think it was him, and he walks all the way back to his house. He wasn't even out there with his four-wheeler. He walks all the way back to get his side-by-side with a dump in it, and he goes all the way back out, and he comes back and gets his deer. I thought he was done. Well, this evening, before I was getting ready to get out of my stand, I happened to see him coming down the road. I was watching them two big deer in the middle of their cornfield. Next thing I know, they took off friggin' running. I'm going, what the hell spooked them? I looked down there in front of me, where that road comes around in front of me, and he was walking up the road. And he had a dog with him.
Yeah.
But he had his gun. So I don't know.
I think that dog pretty much has the run of the farm.
You think? Now, make a list tonight if you got anything I need to bring back with me when
Yeah,
I come.
I want to try to have Janelle set something out on the back porch for you to pick up that
Okay.
charger
What charge you need? Oh, for your phone?
for my microphone.
Okay. But I'm talking food-wise. If we need anything food-wise, let me know so I can.
I'm gonna fix wings for Kelsey and Zach
Okay.
Monday night. She's gonna have to leave Tuesday by noon or earlier
Mm-hmm.
because she's got
Well, hey, she's only gonna hunt in the morning
a all day Monday
Yeah.
and half a day Tuesday, which is what I figured
Yeah.
anyway.
then? Okay.
The only good thing about it this year is it won't be raining on us.
Yeah.
Every time we turn around, it's raining. You're gonna cook those in this one?
Yeah.
You wanna turn it on and start warming it up?
Yeah, I brought some oil down too. It's over there.
Okay, it's not plugged in again, I guess.
Oh shit! I didn't plug it in down there. So I like the area I'm at. I like it better when a few more leaves get off the trees. Because I have a little trouble seeing far down there.
Yeah, there's not near as many leaves off as it needs to be, that's for
Yeah.
sure.
Yep, I agree. But it's a nice spot. I'd still say where you put a stand up behind here, that other one of mine that's in there, that blind, is probably doing pretty good too. They're moving everywhere. Oh, I might have made too many. Huh? What do you think?
Maybe.
Look at all these.
What'd you cook, cut up 4?
5, I think. One was, a couple of them were small ones. Flip them over here shortly. I got them on low because they're gonna take a while.
Yeah.
Tater's gonna take a while.
Yep. Well, the temperature's gonna be a whole lot different tomorrow.
Yeah.
A whole lot different. And on Monday, the low's 25.
Well, they called me from the RV dealer saying, are you sure you don't want us to go ahead and winterize that? I said, I'm not paying $150 to have that winterized, and then I've got to turn right around and go camping in the following week. I said, I'm not gonna do that. I said, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have him drain the hot water tank, take the rod out, drain the hot water tank, drain the main tank. The other tanks are drained, okay? Don't put no antifreeze in. Just drain them. Drain the main water tank and the low point drain them, get all the water out of it. And then when I pick it up, Tuesday, I'll blow them all out and put antifreeze in the P-trap. So I think they'll be fine just blowing them out.
Where you going camping again?
Yeah, General Butler. We're doing Thanksgiving dinner down there. General Butler. I'm gonna need this thing here. Put these around. Think more?
Like plenty to me.
It looks like plenty to me. I'm just gonna eat that some of it raw, because I love the raw taters. They don't like, I like them, they're not good for me though. I think I'll cut up this little one.
I mean, worst thing you do, you can eat them in the morning again too.
Yep.
Fried potatoes for breakfast. Nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
Yeah, this afternoon was a little bit different for me. I mean, with all the activity I had this morning, you'd think that it would continue and it at least get better at dark, but that one doe, she popped out right at dark.
Yeah.
I mean, she was 10 yards away from me and was just standing there.
You didn't have.
Everything this time so far has come up from the left. It's either come up from the left, which is the west, or coming down the trail from the south, from the cabin itself up there. Really, I think the only reason the spike came up from the right was because he came up behind me on that trail and then came up.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he even came from behind me.
Oh, shit. I love fucking cooking. I really do. You won't see me cooking at home though. I do cook big meals. I mean, I'll do a couple of other, especially sausage and peppers and stuff like that. As far as just cooking, I do French toast. Barb does most of the eggs around our place. Yeah, just throw it on the ground, Will. That's not gonna hurt, man.
Yeah.
A little more room.
I like cooking breakfast in the camper better this morning though, because I didn't have all my stuff with me.
Yeah.
I was out of my element. No biscuits, no gravy, no oven, no stove. But I made it. I think I've watched every hunting YouTube there is out there. Everybody that's hunting now, and I've caught up on all them. And you want me to get my short spatula?
You what?
You want me to get you a shorter spatula?
Yeah, please. The only one I got here.
That's why I was throwing them potatoes all around this
see, earlier, when we were back in for lunch, did you see, Jay go by?
I heard a vehicle.
Yeah, I thought it was him. Just wondered if the young lady did any good.
I'm sure she will, don't care about it by now.
My back is freaking killing me. Loading up my lunch bucket here. I'm not hunting till late tomorrow. I don't want to drive back in the dark, I really don't. I'd like to get out of here before it's dark. But I'm not hauling anything back either, so that's nice. I'm not going to haul the trailer or anything. I'll leave the key for the four-wheeler hanging on the hook where I usually hang my keys at.
Just leave it right here like it is right here.
I can do that too.
I'll let Jay and Kelsey take that four-wheeler up top of the hill, and then I'll ride this one up there. And then if we have to recover a deer, we'll use that other one up there.
You can leave this thing in four-wheel drive and it's fine. I took it out of four-wheel drive and got in some wet grass leaf, and then it went back up very good and just spinning. I put it in four-wheel drive.
What's that thing got on it, about 15 miles?
No, I think it's got 500 something miles on it. I've taken it out a few times in other places. I'm not even sure how many miles it's got on it. I think you know, I do.
Didn't even see this. Service, I can tell you that. Yes, you gotta go through it.
Got some way of checking it. Well, it runs good. You get a PS light, a yellow PS light, don't pay any attention, just means it's gotta be serviced. That's what that little wrench is on there for too. It needs to be serviced. Did we bring out the salt and pepper? We did not, did we? Oh, man.
I just got done eating some grilled chicken and fried potatoes. Had a very good hunt today. Almost, if my numbers are right, and everything should be close, had nearly 26 deer sightings this morning. And I know some of them are the same deer over and over, especially that Spike. That thing, I saw him at least 4 or 5 times. But definitely multiple deer. They're moving, and that was what was good. Got back up there this afternoon though, and I spooked one as I was going down the trail. But I say I spooked him. He was running at the very bottom of the hill. He could have seen me, but I think he was already running to begin with, and I just happened to see that deer. And then, but then when I did get to my blind, I went to put my SD card back in the trail camera, and when I did, a deer was beyond me out on the other side of the brush, the treetops over there, brush pile, and it snorted and wheezed and stuff, and then I seen it run off. I seen its white tail. Got back in the blind, and then I didn't see anything else again until about 10 minutes before the time I pulled out of there. And I had a young doe come up to the left side of me, wasn't 10 yards away from me. Just bam, there she was. And she stayed around for a little bit, and then she ventured back down the hill on the west side. And once I got on the four-wheeler, walked back to the four-wheeler, got on it, and as soon as I started down the hill, there was a doe in the middle of the trail, and she ran to the right of me. So I saw 4 more there. So 30 sightings in one day is pretty good. I think it's only going to get better. I think it's only going to get better. The temperatures are going to drop real good tonight, and we'll see how that turns out. Will's over there doing all dishes and stuff. That guy won't sit down and relax for nothing. And I'm going to have 1975. My second full year in the Army, 1975. Thank you, brothers. Zach, Kid, Rich Parts, whoever else pitched in, I don't know, but I don't even know if any of them pitched in. It might have been just Zach. Give me a shout there, Zach, if that's the case. But no, I know you got some help there. I'm ready to down this 1975, Jack, and go back to listening to Kentucky, Florida football. Man, I'm hoping Kentucky can win this game. It's a home game, and they hadn't won a home game since September, I think they said September 2023. Good Lord. I don't even know if you can keep fans in the stadiums with a record like that. Florida's 3-5 and we're 3-5, so it should be a pretty even matchup. So we'll see how it turns out. I'm going to sit back and enjoy this Jack and Coke and listen to the game. Y'all take care. I'll catch you in the morning. Well, good morning, everybody. Day 2. Temperatures 43 degrees with it feels like 30. We got 15-mile-an-hour wind with gusts up to 31. The low's supposed to be in the 30s. So it's going to be an interesting hunt today. Seen deer moving wind before, but this is going to be a windy day. Not expecting much. Definitely colder than yesterday. The hardest thing I end up doing all day is putting on my socks. The second hardest thing is putting on a damn vest. I get you to help me.
Yep.
And I got a good vest this time.
It's straight back there.
Huh?
I said it's straight back there. All right, I'm headed out. Weissman's Heil, sir.
Weissman's Heil. Okay, morning number 2. See you on top of the hill. 7:13. 42 degrees with a feels like of 27, and that's because of this wind. This wind is relentless. I mean, it has not let up lately. saying 18 miles an hour from the northwest, 32 mile an hour gust. It's not raining leaves like I thought it would be. There's still a lot of green leaves out here, but it's cold, cloudy. The squirrels aren't out. Haven't seen a single deer move yet, which I didn't expect to see anyway. Still don't have the Mr. Heater on. These coveralls seem to be doing their job. Actually feel pretty comfortable up here. Yep. I think this is going to be just a relaxing morning of sitting. But it's better than sitting at that desk at work staring at a computer all day. I guarantee you that. I just had a shooter buck come up from the bottom of the hill on the east. And he walked right along this ridge line, but on the other side of it I couldn't get a good shot at him. Couldn't get a good bead on it or anything. He didn't. They stayed down there on that other trail. He was a nice one too. Just walking along like nothing was bothering him. I didn't get him on film because I was trying to get a shot at him. If I get a shooter buck, I'm not going to sit there and video it until after the kill. It's just like this one, they're in and out before you know it. Had the doe come up a hill, and the spike was chasing it. Ran it out of the area just as quick as it got here. Well, the doe came up, Spike come running up behind it and chased it off. And then he turned around and went back down the hill. And I don't know if I was still videoing or if y'all could see it, but then the buck with a larger rack came up. It took me forever to pick him up in my scope, but once I did, I'm pretty sure I got a good bead on him. took a shot and he went back down the hill. So I'm gonna sit here and wait, see what happens, and then I'm gonna go out and check and see if I got any blood and if we got a kill or not. All happened quick. We got a good hit, a lot of blood, a steady path of blood. I got out a little bit earlier than what I wanted, but I don't see him anywhere, so I'm gonna just take it nice and easy. So if he is still moving, I don't chase him further than I have to. But he's definitely got a steady stream of blood. Dragging her up the hill. You know what?
What?
I think his entry wound's right here, somewhere in here.
Was he oblique to you?
Yeah, so I guess that's
Well,
what
you didn't gut shoot him. I was gonna say, you don't usually gut shoot here.
I thought I aimed right in here, and it looks like
Yeah, you did.
where it was hit right there.
And then it went,
And it went
Yep.
out that way.
yeah, well, that you can't help.
Well,
They could just hit a bone too and deflect that way, so. Yeah,
Big old tickle.
there's the exit wound
here's
bubbling
a
away.
big tick on that sucker right there.
Oh, there's ticks all over us, really, here, look at them, got thousands of them.
Get a picture of me with it.
Yeah. Go get your gun. Let's everybody say, Weitzman's Heil.
Weitzman's Heil.
One more. Here you go. All right, stay there. Get one of mine, so I post on my Facebook. Look what I gave Rick. Okay.
Headed up the hill to put out the bones and the hide. We got 2 to 3 does up here in the field, out in the wide open. I'm pulling out of the deer camp to run the Beach Grove to get some ice for the buck I shot this morning. There's a buck right here in this brush. Right. I mean, I ain't even got all the way out in the cornfield. There's a bigger deer out in the cornfield. I can't tell if it's a buck or a doe, but there's definitely a buck right here. He was coming down this creek, and I don't. It was a small rack buck, but it was a buck, definitely.
Syntax and I made the drive up as usual. Friday, Black Friday, beautiful traffic. Got here about noon today.
37 degrees out right now.
Not a cloud in the sky.
Will headed back home for the next couple days. He always leaves the camper open for Kelsey when she comes down. She's on the road now. She's driving in from up in northern Kentucky. She's the app shows her in Florence right now, 179 miles out, so it's going to be a while before she gets here. Too cold to sit outside by myself and play with the fire. I got me a pot of chicken noodle soup on the stove, catching up with a little email bank work and stuff like that, watching some Whitetail Warriors YouTubes, and just chilling here by myself. So waiting for the kids to get in here, so they should be here before too awful late. Man, I'm expecting somewhere around 10:30, 11 o'clock tonight. Got everything ready for them in the morning. Took up another buddy heater up to the pallet blind. Will let me borrow one of his. Got extra propane bottles up there. Then got our butt packs all packed with goodies and stuff like that. Guns are all loaded and set up on the four-wheelers, so we should be good to go. The 8-point, I got it all quartered up and put on ice. Was able to rinse the trailer out, get all the blood and guts out of there. My total deer count today was okay. So I saw the spike come in first, and then I saw the 8-point that I ended up shooting. I saw it, but I wasn't able to get a shot at it the first time I saw it. And then the second time, or the second bunch of deer that came through, I had a doe come up the hill, and that spike, he runs right up to her and spooks her off, and she goes down the west side, and the spike just turned around and went back down the hill again. And it probably wasn't, maybe 15 minutes later, the 8-point came back up again, and this time he stayed out in the open enough to where I can get a shot off. But I was having a really hard time picking him up in my scope. I could see it plain as day when I looked up, but when I dropped down to my scope, I wasn't picking him up. And I had it on 4 power, which is what I always normally shoot up in that area. It's never been an issue before. But for some reason, I just couldn't pick him up. And then when I finally picked him up, I took the shot. I had a good shot. Thought I had a good shot. I could tell he was hit. He was hit hard. But he went back down. He went back down where he came from. Well, he probably ran about 100, maybe 125 yards. And when he was laying on his right side. And there was a big old hole coming out of his gut. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And I could tell by the blood at the very beginning where I shot him at that it was a gut shot. I said, I've gut shot this deer. And, my 30-06, I probably haven't sighted that gun in 30 years. I only shoot it 1 to 5 times a year. Last year I killed 5 deer. I shot it 5 times. I know I should sight it in. But I take good care of it. I don't bang it around and drop it or anything like that. And I haven't done that. And I've always been able. Most of the time I drop deer right where I shoot them. I mean, they'll drop dead in their tracks, and I aim just a little bit below or a little bit behind the shoulder, and I don't have any problem. So I was pretty disappointed in the shot, but then again, I got the deer. So I came back up, went down, and we picked up the trailer. Will Will joined me and he helped me get it out. It was pretty easy getting down to it, but it's steeper on that side than I like to ride four-wheelers. I'm not like I was when I was 25, 30 years old or something like that, but didn't bother Will. He drove down to it. We hooked it up, brought it back up the hill. Once we got it up by the blind, hooked the trailer back up, and then threw it in the back of the trailer and hauled it down here to the camp, and backed it up into the barn and got it up on the hoist. And when I lifted it up, the entry hole was just behind the front shoulder. So apparently what I had done, the deer was standing oblique, and when I shot it, went in it where I aimed at, and it exited through the center of the gut. So that made me feel a little bit better. At least I know where it hit where I aimed at. It was just unfortunate that the deer was standing in such a way that I didn't get a clean shot without, doing a gut shot. I've been processing deer for years and years, and so I was able to. What I did is I skinned the deer out, and I saved the shoulders, I saved the back straps, and I saved the hindquarters. I didn't go inside the gut because I knew it'd be all blowed up in there anyway, and be nasty. There wouldn't have been much meat I would have saved off of ribs or anything like that. And in the worst case, I wasn't able to salvage my tenderloins or the heart in the event that I don't think I hit the heart. So, but I'll sacrifice that as opposed to messing with a gut shot deer and tainting the rest of my meat and all that. So, but we got her all quartered up, put on ice, and I hear my chicken noodle soup boiling over here, so I need to get onto that. Have me some dinner, and then we'll wait until Kelsey and Zach get here, and I'll see y'all then.
At one point, I took it out.
So we got Zach and Kelsey. They made it down.
But I've since learned that having my actual
Kelsey done found her some ramen noodle. Chowing down, so got everything ready for tomorrow's hunt. Wake up's at 0500. We'll be hitting the blind about I don't know, 6, a little bit before 6. So y'all ready to go?
I'm excited.
Yep.
Eventually, I want to build a pine.
These ones fit much better than the ones that you give me.
Yeah.
With
Are
the
they
laces.
warm?
Yeah, they're warm.
Well, good morning, everybody. It's day 3 of the modern gun season. We got Kelsey and Zach here. Zach's a new member of the deer camp.
Oh, yeah.
It's 27 degrees out with a feels like of 13. Got the four-wheelers warming up. We're getting ready to go to the top of the hill. So, Weizmann's Heil.
Woo, Weizmann's Heil.
Weizmann's Heil.
And we'll see you at the top of the hill. We're at the top of the hill. It's 6:21. Temperature's 27 degrees. Feels like 13 degrees. We got winds coming in this morning. About 12-mile-an-hour winds from the northwest. And we're supposed to have snow flurries around 9 or 10 o'clock. So wasn't expecting the wind today, but certainly didn't bother deer movement yesterday. But it wasn't quite like it was Saturday, though. The amount of deer sightings. We got Kelsey and Zach up in the blind this morning. They're going to be the ones doing the shooting. I'm just going to be sitting back and enjoying the view and enjoying the hunt. It's pretty quiet right now. I'll check back in later. Yeah. Okay, we got deer. Got deer behind us. Oh, that's a big doe too. Those are big does up there.
That one looks like a big. I don't know if that was a doe.
It's staring right at us.
Quit moving. I don't know. That one might be a spike or something like that. That's what I was about to do. Look at that one on the left.
On the left.
Can you see it?
I see one. I see that one straight
That
ahead.
one in the road is just begging to be shot.
Where? Straight ahead.
Yeah. Oh, no, it done took off too.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Oh, you can see the
Yeah, it's out of shot. You can't get a shot now.
I can see it right here.
How many deer was that? Three.
Three, I think.
They were all pretty good sized does. They'll be back.
I guess I should think about shoot a doe or if I want to shoot a buck.
Yeah, we probably should have decided that earlier.
Before there was three in front of us.
Well, we just saw Kelsey spotted them. We had three good sized does. Does to the south of us, across the trails. She's waiting.
I was pranking it.
She told me on the way up here, she said every year I go, deer, deer. So my dad will freak out, but there's nothing there. So I didn't believe her.
Yeah. Dad gets pretty excited when I see
I
deer.
never spot them first.
Huh?
I never usually spot them first.
Well, see, that's where our advantage is now. We got three pair of eyes up here looking.
Yeah.
Because if I'm looking this way, Kelsey, those three deer would have went by, and I would have never ever known
They're
it.
quiet, never quiet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. With three sets of eyes up here, we ought to be able to see a lot of dang deer.
Actually, we do have 6. We have glasses on.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
do. 6 sets. We all got glasses, so. Yeah. But anyway, 3 nice does across the area, and Kelsey hadn't made up her mind if she's going to shoot a doe or if she's going to shoot a buck. Obviously, she wants a buck,
Yeah, also
but when you
doe
hunt,
meat tastes good too.
yeah, doe meat tastes good too. And trust me, when you hunt, when your hunt is only a day and a half long, sometimes you take what you get.
That's more than we saw last year.
Yeah, it's more than we saw the last 2 years
Yeah.
with you and I hunting together. Her last deer was in 2020. She's killed 5, 3 does and 2 bucks. Yeah, that one was a big
The one
doe.
in the middle was big on it.
I could only see the one on the right side. Or the last one. There's another really dark one. I couldn't tell on that one.
I didn't see horns on any of them though.
That middle one, the big doe, it looked like it could have been a buck.
Yeah, that first one I thought might have been that spike. Because that spike that I keep seeing is a big deer.
Yeah.
It's not like some little baby deer. But anyway, sometimes you got to go by the rule. if you'd shoot it on the last day of season, would you shoot it on the first day? Yeah. That thing up here in this county though is you could shoot as many as you want, but I'm telling you, I know the farmer and his brother he wouldn't care if you shot every one of them up here. But I don't need to just fill the freezer full. It's just me eating it, and I can't even keep up with what I got last year. Well, we've seen deer. It was this is a little after 6, probably about 6:45, 6:40. A little bit of excitement in the blind. And we're going to see more. I feel like it's going to be a good day.
Find him.
Okay,
They don't drop right in front of me.
we no sooner than we turned it off, we had 2 more. Zach spotted a doe, and behind it was a buck chasing it. The buck got in the middle of the road, and Kelsey dropped him in his tracks. And it's a nice buck too. That's a nice buck. Look at him. Look
I
at
know,
him.
usually they're not that close.
Usually they're not
Usually
that
I
close.
don't
Usually they're
watch
not
it.
that. Oh, you can't stand watching him die.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's
I'm
okay.
shaky.
That's okay. He ain't moving though. I mean, he ain't going nowhere.
You're lying. Oh, okay.
He's moving, but he ain't running nowhere. That's for sure. Yeah.
That doe didn't run
Well,
off as
congratulations, Kelsey.
That was quick work.
fast.
Congratulations.
Good job, buddy.
And I thought, I thought Zach was messing with you. Up there's another doe coming up the same way. Oh, there's a buck following it. And I turned around and looked, and I'll be danged if there wasn't. And then I saw that. Did you hear me going beep, 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 trying to get that
I'm like,
sucker?
why are you yelling at him?
I wanted him to
Did that.
stop.
She never safety off yet. I was like, dude,
I don't know. Yeah, I
I
forget.
wanted
every
him
time.
to stop. And he just got up there in the road, and I don't think he stopped because I was hollering. He just stopped to stop. Yeah, it's going to take a while for that.
I don't know
He's
where I
going.
shot it.
He's going down.
shot him in the back
It was like at an
Yeah.
angle.
because you paralyzed him.
Yeah, he ain't moving.
You want me to go put him down?
No, we'll just let him. Because I tell you, you'd be surprised. I've had a deer like that before. Walk up to it, and the sucker start running off.
Yeah,
I don't know where you hit it, but
I don't.
because he's sitting up.
Yeah,
He's
I
fine.
know.
Yeah,
It's just I think he paralyzed his back leg.
yeah. You might have shot a little high on him, maybe.
What hurt my ear?
It's loud.
Screw your ear.
What the hell are you whining about your ear? Okay, Kelsey, tell us about your buck.
Well, it was coming out. I thought Zach was pranking me this time. He thought I was pranking him last time. And there he was chasing a doe. And then I shot it.
And what was Dad doing?
He was yelling at the deer and he's shoot it, shoot it, shoot it.
No, when I was hollering shoot it, I was yelling at you.
Yeah.
When I was grunting, I was trying to get the
The
buck
deer
to stop.
He's hightailing
And he wasn't
Yeah.
stopping until he finally got up there in the middle of the road. And then I was like, shoot him, shoot him, shoot him.
He went, I don't know, I can't see his shoulder. You said, just shoot it.
Yeah, we rushed you in that shot. That's why it took him a little while to go down. And it didn't help that you didn't know where your safety was at either.
Yeah. No. I thought that it was a different buck.
Yeah. But you got her done. You got us it was a
Yeah,
9 point.
That's better than the 12-hour guy on Facebook. So
The what?
the 12-hour guy on Facebook.
Oh yeah. guy on Facebook.
Where did he hit that deer?
Yeah, he posted that he shot a deer and waited 24 hours and found it 400 yards away and figured
3 different bed down locations.
Yeah, 3 or 4 different bed down locations and figured it took him 10 to 12 hours to die. Yeah, that's a good ethical shot. Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's $2 down. 2 buck tags filled. Now Kelsey got her a nice buck here. Be quick, yeah. Yeah, here's a nice deer. Whoa. He's a nice deer. Still got a little bit of life in him, but. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Maybe a little tip broke off, 9 point. Yeah, big deer though.
Here's where you hit him.
Yeah, you hit him in the back and dropped him. We're back up here in the blind. We're going to see if anything else comes out. See what we can do.
I looked, and then when I looked back, I just saw the doe clear as day right there. I was like, well, I'll be damned. There's another one. I looked back and I saw something a little bigger chasing me. Yeah, I was sitting there, and they were sitting in the yard talking, and I said it, and he goes, what?
Yeah.
You don't know.
Well, I thought you were pranking her too. You know, I thought you was pranking. I said, there can't be more deer coming up
And I
that
said,
quick.
buck, and he went, where?
Yeah, and that buck was moving pretty quick though.
I thought we weren't gonna get a shot off.
Yeah, he was moving pretty quick, but I think he stopped on his own in that road. I don't know. I don't think me yelling at him did anything. It may have, but
It's probably us knocking over the heater.
yeah, propane bottles going
What about the
everywhere.
safety?
Damn it! Damn it! Kelsey says all she heard was Dad hollering, "Shoot it! Shoot
Yeah,
it!"
that's why my ear hurt.
I think the weirdest thing about hunting is that, at least for me, is for like big game like turkey or deer, whenever you shoot your rifle, like I don't even hear it.
Yeah, and you don't
Yeah.
feel it either. You don't feel the kick.
You said that's a 30-06?
Yeah, yeah,
I used to always deer on the 243s in high school.
yeah.
And I was a lot smaller.
Okay, we got a small doe in the area.
I'm good this year. I spotted.
Kelsey spotted another one.
I bet there's gonna be something else on it.
Yeah.
It's just so quiet there.
Yeah,
So quiet.
yeah. That deer was in and out again pretty quick before you know what happens. He's going back up there to that other hill. We just had another buck come from the southeast, walked all the way on our east side, headed north up the hill.
I never really had a good shot.
Yeah, we never could get a good beat on him. He wasn't running, but he was walking a pretty good pace. But nice little buck, 6 point it looked like. Well, we got the buck inside. Got her hanging here. Pretty nice sized deer. Getting ready to skin her out. We're back up in the pallet blind. We got Kelsey's buck all quartered up, put on ice. We drove the loop, and then we went into Beech Grove and had us some lunch. Kelsey had a cheeseburger. Zach and I had some barbecued pork. It's the winds are 15 miles an hour on the north-northwest now, 26-mile-an-hour gust. And the temperature is 36 degrees, feels like 27. Sunsets at 4:42. So probably about 5:15. It'll be too dark to see up here. When we were coming back up the hill, Zach and Kelsey saw a doe running on the right side down into the bottoms. And right now we got a change in the weather pattern. Also, we got snow on the ground. Snow on the ground since this morning. Something about hunting in the snow makes it a whole lot better. For those from Kentucky, I know we don't always get snow on the ground during the modern gun hunt, so this is a bonus and a plus. Not as much as we had a couple years ago, but it's still enough to where it should help us see deer a lot easier, pick them up quicker. I wish the wind wasn't blowing, but then again, I believe these deer are in the rut because the bucks we're seeing are chasing does, so that's a good thing. They let their guard down on things like wind and noise and stuff when they got one thing on their mind, and that's it. Got the Mr. Heaters all cranked up, and we're ready for the afternoon hunt. We had a doe come up on the east side, stood out there broadside for what seemed like the longest time, waiting for a buck to come up with it, but it never did. Thought I had it on video, grabbed my phone, and it was set on photo. So I didn't get it on video. Sorry about that, guys. It's 3:39 right now. And that's the first thing we saw this afternoon so far. Which one of y'all spotted it? Kelsey spotted it. She said, "Dad, it's my turn to start spotting deer. I haven't spotted the first one yet today." What is that, number 8? Mm-hmm. Deer number 8 today. And old Dad hadn't spotted a single one. Oh yeah, 9 counting one coming up the hill. And we counted. We saw it, we counted.
10 counting the one that we saw coming back down the way by the road.
Oh yeah, they saw one coming down the road too. So that's 10 deer we've seen today. It's the deer movement. I mean, there's been days we've been up here and haven't seen a single deer, regardless, whether we were on 4-wheelers in the vehicle or whatever. But, I think the rut's, it's been pretty good with the bucks and Better ratio of bucks are pretty much in the rut. So at least the activity that I'm seeing indicates they may be. What surprised me is we haven't seen the little spike this morning or today at all. Unless he was one of the very first ones we saw and couldn't really tell. Well, I better get my eyes peeled and start searching for deer. So these kids don't talk about their dad.
They're crispy ones.
I have a spoon over here for your beans.
Do what?
You got the rest of those beans.
Okay.
Tell you what, you make crispier wings than most wing places.
Very crispy.
I keep that deep fryer down at the barn. And one night, I didn't put the lid on it when I was done.
Ew, with a mouse in there.
Fucking mouse. A mouse. Had a mouse floating in the grease. Yeah.
You should have told me that after I was done eating all the wings you just
Yeah,
wrapped.
well, trust me, I've replaced that grease numerous times since.
Adding some protein into the grease.
Yeah. I bet if I'd have fried him up, he probably wouldn't have been much bigger than a chicken wing. I don't know how much better he would have tasted, but.
Well, your wings are crispier than most wing places you go to.
Very good.
I try to let them float a little bit, and then once they do that, you got a spoon over there
Yeah,
for
I
me?
could have handed it to you.
Well, do you want a beer?
You knew the answer to that one.
I don't know if she, well, yeah, after her one birthday.
Beer's gross in general,
She won't drink beer.
birthday or not.
I make her try one every now and then.
It's disgusting.
She hates every single one of them.
That's a good thing.
It's
They're not good
disgusting.
for you. Huh?
It's disgusting.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that, an ash right in the middle of my spoon.
Last night,
Got that flavor.
or the night before when Will and I were out here, we were eating. And I just threw logs in there. Ashes went everywhere. It was like snow flurries. Ashes in our drinks, everything. I said, well, that wasn't a very smart move.
Does Will still work at the airport?
Huh?
Is Will retired?
Yeah.
What did he do, TSA?
He was a manager, one of the shift managers.
For TSA?
He started out as, working the lines, worked himself up to a manager position. I think he's been retired for 2 years now.
Ooh. Y'all see one more on that?
Yeah, this barbecue sauce is worse than wing sauce.
Thick.
Not too bad, there's just a lot of it.
Well, like I said, it's cold, so it's thicker on it. Now, it's been 4 years since you shot a buck or deer, but you haven't hunted all 4 years either, right?
I think I've only missed 1 year.
I know the last 2 years you hunted deer, it was raining.
Yeah.
Where you got them, napkins at?
Those are the ones I saw. Do you need some?
Put that in half.
No, he's not good.
Well, it's supposed to start out cold tomorrow, but it's getting warmer quicker. Gets up in the 30s and 40s. You get enough to eat?
Yes.
Where should we throw this away at?
Just throw it in fire.
All of it?
Yeah.
Went better in my head.
Oh, that was
No water.
You have a big piece of chicken in your beard. Oh, now it's on your belly.
I think my beer got colder.
nice. Yeah, it probably did. Mine's not hot, that's for sure. So Mom got me a microphone for my camera. For my, it works on both my phone or it works on the GoPro. But I forgot the charger.
Do you need a charger for those?
Yeah, you gotta charge it up, I guess, because it died and I think I used it for about 30 minutes. That's
Huh.
it.
I didn't know that you
And
needed
that's
a
one
charger
of the
for
things that, if I get any complaints, any comments at all on YouTube or
You
from
can't
people
hear.
at work who watch my YouTubes, they'll tell me, you need to get a microphone, we can't hear you.
these. Yeah.
Well, when I'm deer hunting, I'm whispering anyway, so that makes it even worse.
What's the chair,
Is it not just like an iPhone charger?
I don't know. It's sitting right there.
Oh.
It may be, I don't know.
It's,
USB-C.
I told Mom where I thought the cables were, and there's two different cables she picked up, and I
It's
put
like
them in a Ziploc bag.
put in our outlet.
And the big piece there with all the connections, it is for connecting into different devices.
Yeah. Yeah, these are pretty nice. You have to, is it Bluetooth to your phone?
I don't know.
You can put it on your phone? Yeah, you just have to make sure it's connected before you,
Say it only
Start
lasts 30
talking.
minutes?
Well, the batteries were dead. I just pulled it out of the box.
Oh, okay.
Had a guy at work set it up for me and
Oh.
showed me how to, that cord that's plugged in there. Well, see, now that's coming on. But that cord that's on there connects to my GoPro. But ideally, the long piece at the bottom of it, or at the top part there, that should connect to the GoPro, but it doesn't go in far enough. So we had to get an adapter cord to put on there, and it goes in.
where does this go into?
That goes into GoPro.
And where does this go into?
It doesn't go in anywhere now, it just hangs there. If I were, see, that cable didn't come with it.
This one?
That didn't come with it.
Oh,
That should plug right into my GoPro.
into the GoPro, and then this Bluetooths to this, or it connects to
Yeah,
this.
yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
and then you can plug this part into your phone.
yes. You can
Okay,
plug
got it.
that into the phone.
Got it. I was confused.
Different kind of phones.
That
And
makes
then that long piece is supposed to plug into the GoPro, but it doesn't seat good enough. So I don't know, I think I even left the manual on how it operates at work laying on my desk.
but I figure I can Google it if I had to. Check, check, check.
Let's see. No, didn't work.
But you gotta turn that big piece on too.
Yeah, I did. It's blue.
Oh, okay. A lot of compliments on your deer. Mom said your granddad was proud of you.
Yeah, it was a good morning for you. It was right to the point, wasn't it?
Yeah. Knocked that sucker out right away.
I got it to work.
Hello.
I didn't hear you
I
doing
got
that.
it to work.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's dead. You just had to turn them both on. I was gonna say
Well, I
these.
did, but it seems like they died on me all the time too.
Oh.
I guess, I don't know if it needs a charger or not.
It might not.
Here,
I
hand
had to turn this one on first and then this one.
hand me my GoPro. Yeah, there you go. Now it's on the top, see? I edited all that shit out, so you don't have to worry about it. And it's gonna die here in a minute anyway, cause it's like 10% or less.
10 degrees or less out here.
The cold wears the batteries down, but the heat shuts the GoPro down. I'll be down there in the barn during the summer trying to record something, and it might be 80, 85 degrees in that barn, and it just shuts it down. The battery light's good, it just shuts the GoPro down because it says it's too hot.
Yeah.
I thought those GoPros were built to
Yeah, I did too. I mean,
For all
go
that.
anywhere.
and the other thing is, I guess they're more for action photos and stuff like that. They're not for
Long filming sessions.
filming cameras and like that, you know. Your phone is probably better off for filming than the GoPro itself, which I got a lot of video on phone as well. But the magnification on the GoPro only goes up to 1.5. My phone goes up to 3, and Kelsey's got a iPhone Pro.
Mine goes
Hers
up
goes
to
up to 6 power.
5.
Oh, I thought it was 6.
No, it's 5. Well, my phone's starting to not work. My cameras aren't really
But
working.
it's a big difference when you're videoing deer out there, and I'm trying to video deer.
Yeah, mine goes to 15.
15.
What's on my forehead? Do I have barbecue sauce on my forehead?
Good Lord.
I do. Nobody told me I had barbecue sauce on my forehead.
Wow. And how many cameras is on the outside? 4?
3.
3? Good morning, everybody. It's day 4. We're getting ready to head to the top of the hill. Weitzman's Isle. Good morning, everybody. Rick here. Like I said, it's day 4. The temperature right now is 23 degrees. It says feels like 16, but they say there's an 8-mile-an-hour wind, but there ain't nothing blowing up here, so it feels a lot warmer than 23. The high today is supposed to be 48, and it's going to climb that way pretty fast. We got about a 4 to 5 hour hunt this morning, and then Kelsey and Zach are going to have to head back. So here's hoping to some success. See a lot of deer this morning. It should be a great morning. And Weitzman's Isle. We got deer activity. Got the spike back. It's 4 days in a row we've seen him. Or at least I've seen him. Well, it's 10 o'clock and we're gonna head out of the blind. All we saw was 2 spikes and a doe run through the area, and they were moving pretty quick. But Kelsey and Zach gotta hit the road, so we're gonna head on down so they can get packed and head on out of here. Y'all have a good time?
Oh
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very good time.
You had a good time.
Very good time. Okie doke. Well, I'll see y'all next time. Well, there they go. Headed back to Cincinnati, up in that area, northern Kentucky. Had a good hunt with my daughter and good hunt with her boyfriend, Zach. And we'll be able to do this hopefully again next year.